they just win now, and they win completely. And Alesh is starting with a Miracle Rogue, which
Against the Shaman, okay.
is a bit surprising. Like having no one started with a Miracle Rogue so far, just right off the spot. And Barrett likes the Shaman. I can remember like week 12 and 11, he played a lot of Shaman and went really, really good with it. Wasn't that the week where they actually almost won with the crazy deck from Number Guy, where he went for Voria with Worgens and everything?
And won 2 times in a row.
And won 2 times in a row.
I think he also won the Ace match.
Yeah, correct. So Number Guy went completely nuts with his considered fun deck. But let's look at the cards. Alesh has a great hand. I mean, there is just coin as I7 agent, get rid of the White Pyromancer. There might be a Lightning Bolt from Beherit, but he really doesn't want to launch it now. It's like kind of a turn 4 play you want to do.
Oh, yeah, perfect. The Rock Biter top deck. Now we can next turn just go for Unbound and then Lightning Bolt.
It just 3/5. Even 4 damage Lightning Bolt the face. What he really wants to have would be a Defender of Argus next turn. That would just be great. I mean, a 2/2 and 1/3 on the board would hold a great value. But did Alesh just get his Blade Flurry into Deadly Poison? So he just has to, even if there are the Dogies, if the Shaman unleashes his Dogies, way better for Alesh with his Deadly Poison and Blade Flurry. Conceal also. This is only getting better and better. I'm not satisfied by that play, since Alesh has to stick to his weapon now forever.
I think it was really smart.
He needed to get rid of the minion before it gets out of hand. But still, he kind of is stuck with his weapon. He cannot do even 1 damage to kill that stupid 1/1. And I mean, he conceals his minion, but we got double Lightning Storm in a spell damage totem. Okay, like 1 Lightning Storm is a given at the moment.
Yeah.
And if it hits perfect, that would be so valuable for Beherit. We can see it in his face before it actually happens.
Oh.
What? Hey. Yes, that was perfect. But Alesh has a Selness, and he can fuck him up. So he just Fox of Knives here. A double fan. Facing an Urshok. This is like both players are really having some good cards here to face each other. And we're going to see Urshok, wow, and the Doomhammer. I have to say I like Beherit's draw a little bit more, since he can just put out 16 damage now right in the face.
I think the draw is...
For Beherit or for Alesh?
Both.
For both. That's a great comment, Kai.
I know, right?
Definitely agree on your agree on your opinion there. That the draws for both. You can deal at least some damage, Alesh, that is. And there is Leroy, Sinister Strike, Cold Blood. So that's 13 damage together with a Deadly Poison and Blade Flurry. He has 19 damage. And his enemy is already down to 21. And I would Urshok. Like, he has to Urshok now. Get rid of the stupid Selness here. And deal more damage in the face. As soon as there is a second Rockbiter draw for Beherit, this game is just over. I mean, he just deals 10 damage, Lightning Bolt. Easy. Oh. Face Rampage.
Spirits.
And the Fairy Spirits into the Blade Flurry. So that's better for Alesh. I think I would Deadly Poison, Earthen Ring Farseer, and even Sinister Strike. Yeah. Alesh counts now how much damage this is. That's like Leroy, Sinister Strike,
and 13, 19.
Oh, isn't Sinister Strike 4 damage? I'm just like, 3. Oh, what is 3 damage? I was like always playing a spell damage Sinister Strike. Getting confused by that. And he brings him down to 18, and oh, Alesh is just breaking his computer. I would still launch the Sinister Strike. There is no downside from this, since next turn you're going to win, correct?
Yep.
You got Leroy, Blade Flurry, Cold Blood. That's 10, 13 damage.
Yeah. Should win.
But he's 1 damage short, correct? 10, 13 damage? Yeah, at the moment he's 1 damage short. That sucks. And he's down to 15, too. And he could play Fire Elemental plus the Pharaoh Spirits to get rid of everything. Is that correct? He's 2 damage short, or? That's
Yeah,
Leroy.
2 damage. Then he can
Cold-Blood.
wrap him up. Like, if he draws into Eviscerate.
He can deal 14 damage, so he's 1 damage off lethal.
Oh, man.
That hurts. As a 7 agent, and now he's even 1 mana short of lethal. So he
SI and kill the Fire Elemental.
yeah, you kind of need to go for that one now. He could, if he had 1 mana more, he could go for Leroy, Cold-Blood, and as a 7 agent. So he's not only 1 damage of lethal, he's also 1 mana of lethal. Oh, they suck so much. And next turn, he could totem up, play his. Is there enough mana for totem up, Argus, Lightning Bolt? Wait a second. That's 8. No, that's not enough. I want to say double Lightning Bolt. Is that enough in some way?
No.
Even not now. That would only be 8, 12
3
damage.
damage short. Yep.
Wow. But no one can be as unlucky as Alesh was. So 1 damage and 1 mana of lethal. We have to play some sad songs for him for the first game.
Doesn't matter. He has lethal now.
Yeah, he has a sap, so this is just GG for Alesh in the end, winning the game. Beherit needed to... Second Blade Flurry, I'm surprised. I like it.
That he runs too?
Yeah, I like it a lot, especially if you consider what is running around in the meta at the moment.
Yep.
2 Blade Flurries can turn out to be great. I mean, often it's just you need 1 damage Blade Flurries, or 2 if you have a Cellnist, or White Pyromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, first game goes to Alesh. Miracle Rogue doing...
Seems like he does exactly that.
Oh, wasn't there one innovation player that actually pulled out Zulok against Miracle and won because of crazy draws? And Alesh is going... Whoa, look at this hand. Alesh is going second again and has a Van Cleave as a 7 Eviscerate. He can even coin Van Cleave to make it 4-4. That's just huge. And there is a Refarsia, so we can like coin Van Cleave, no value Earthen Ring, just get some minions rolling to kill all those stupid minions.
Coin Van Cleave's kind of...
Yeah, but it's a 4-4.
Brings a lot of pressure.
Even if it gets soul fired, you might draw a Taunter, Mountain Giant, Molten, whatsoever from his hand. Oh, Twilight Drake and Molten Giant, plus Iron Beak Owl. So exactly what we want to have. Preparation also for the Earthen Ring Frostia. I think Alesh is having some really good draws, but against Handlock, it can always backfire with playing Miracle.
Now it begins. Twilight.
Now it begins.
Mountain. Sun Fury. Defender.
And my big question is now, are you going to trade already? Or are you waiting that 1 turn for your auctioneer plays with preparation?
I'm gonna wait 1 more turn.
I mean, you could also go for prep, eviscerate as a 7 agent trade. Just easy as it is. Or you'd wait that 1 more turn and go for your value card draws, maybe get a backstab even. Oh, he goes for it. And you can go for your eviscerate and then run in your 3-3 instead of your 4-4.
That also means that he's committed and all in now.
Yeah, he's all in now, confirmed. I might have liked the Fan of Knives more.
Against Molten Giants, it's kind of risky. I mean, sometimes you have to play this dicey, and it was a rough decision because, yeah, he could trade and then use an Earthen Ring to heal his Twilight up, for example, or just taunt up and play another, I don't know, Twilight or a Mountain. And he would be in a rough spot.
The problem is now he kind of needs to run in everything to get rid of the enemy minion.
Can't run it in. Like, as I said, he needs to go for the face now.
Oh, he plays the Sinister Strike version. So if he redraws another Sinister Strike, there would already be 6 damage just by Sinister Strikes next turn. Is there, I didn't see, look at Beherit's hand, but did he just have double Molten Giant?
Yeah, he did.
Plus
Sun Fury Protector and Earthen Ring, correct.
And the Shadow Flame. I mean, he can just attack the face for 8 and Shadow Flame, his minion. And next turn win with Power Overwhelming. So Alesh just got demolished. He played it really ballsy. Oh, there's Leroy. If he just was a little bit more patient and didn't bring him down so far, he might have been able to end this somehow. Another Blade Flurry. That's just GG. Wow, he's just going to get killed by Giants. 16, 18, 22 damage. Even more if he wants to play his Defender of Argus. So, yeah. That's just getting killed by Giants completely.
And that was a quick match.
And that was an absolute quick match. I think if Alesh played this a little bit more patient, he could have actually won the game.
Well,
just a little bit.
It's always like this.
Sure.
You know, like sometimes you have to take the risk. I don't really want to blame Alesh here.
No.
Because that was actually
getting killed by Miracle. Now we get handlock counter, and then the handlock gets actually killed by Alesh in the end. And for this game, we only gonna see Alesh. Didn't we have? Bring us back in for a second, Timo. There might be something. Let's see. We're gonna let the game
check
run.
The files.
No, we only have 2 files there. I don't know what you did there, producer, but something happened. It doesn't matter. We still have the cards from Alesh, so we can see what he's playing, and we have to guess what Beherit is doing. And as we know, this match can turn in an instant. I mean, yeah, Alesh might have
the Mana Tide is so valuable. I mean, it forces a Soulfire basically.
Wow, and he draws into an Urshock.
And he gets the Urshock. Wow.
A coin Twilight Drake now, for example, would end into, well, if that's coin Twilight Drake, it ends into Feral Spirit Urshock.
It has to be coin Twilight Drake.
Soulfire.
And then Soulfire. He has no Soulfire. Is
wow,
crazy.
This is so bad.
Oh
I love it. I just love it. Who's Alesh has here?
I would not have played my first Spirits, I think.
You wouldn't have, since you don't have your Zudrake follow-up plays now. Or you can always totem or sell this just for
I think you could have
just
just totem now. Like get a Taunt Totem, for example, or Spell Image or whatever, and then follow up with an Azudrake to get more options.
But I think you don't care. I mean, even if there's a Shadow Flame, I mean, there's no Shadow Flame, but even if there is a Hellfire, you just get your full 4. So that would be... Okay, the Iron Beak Owl, great value. Is Alesh playing a Bloodlust? That's my question always.
Wow.
I love the top decks here. Just get the Unbound Elemental when you need it. And I think I would have
traded with the Wolf there.
Absolutely.
Because no reason not to.
Yep. If there's an Hellfire now, you're gonna lose the Argent Squire too.
Yeah, and there's not like he didn't need to protect his minion of a Mortal Call or something.
Yep. I'm with you there. It would be way better. Hellfire, it's not killing anything, and the Mortal Coil goes into an Unbound, and you would have 5 damage on the board. The first Mountain Giant and Soulfire finally. Soulfire. What is it going to draw? Urza Ring Farseer? That's okay. It denies the Urza Ring Farseer Shadow Flame plays. The problem with the Zudrake is are you going to trade everything in now?
I'm going to trade my... Yeah.
No, you're not going to trade your Ag. What are you talking? Did you lose your senses?
I mean, why not?
He could have also burst into the face with 8 damage, but that didn't
like,
work out for him.
Last time, that was just...
Not so good.
It's horrible.
What version is Beherit playing? Oh, Siphon Soul. But we have another Azudrake. I would even drop my Sun.
No, you're going to go Azudrake Totem.
Are you gonna Zudrake Totem or like Unbound Argent Squire Unbound Argent Squire and your Wolves? That's wow. How did he manage to do this? He just threw his Argent Squire into while he was summoning his Wolves. Sometimes this happens. Considered a bug in my opinion.
Doesn't really matter. Could have just summoned the Wolves and then put it in between.
Yeah, sure, but it's still.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He just played it too fast, and then this worked out.
Do you remember the beta where minions sometimes just randomly switched around?
This just happened recently. I don't know. There was a tournament where it actually happened to 2 or 3 players. I don't know if it was Nimsh. It would be obvious. Like those things always happen to Nimsh. But there was a positioning bug still happening, or like once or twice.
But it's really rare nowadays.
Okay, 5 mana for Beherit. Another Mountain Giant. Yeah, and he doesn't want to run in everything again. A Violet Teacher is like the least optimum card. He wouldn't need to get a Lightning Bolt. That would be so great. If he gets a Lightning Bolt now, 4 damage, can just trade in. Oh man. Would you really? No, you cannot run in your whole board.
Then he gets Moltons for free. Oh,
No,
do
I
you
mean
mean in the Giant?
In the Giant, but you cannot do that
the
either.
second Giant one, Twilight was prayed. You could follow up with a Molten next turn. Problem is he's overloaded.
Yeah. If he has a Shadow Flame, you kind of need to run in your stuff, which is so sad. Definitely run your Thelnis. Now you need the card draw.
Card draw.
Absolutely. He's decent lucky that Barrett didn't get a Hellfire or a Shadow Flame by now. So
well, maybe he holds it, but just doesn't want to play it because of the egg.
Yeah, sure. Molten Giant for 8. So there for Barrett again, we get a lot of Giants, and lucky for Alesh, he didn't actually go for the clear. Double Hex. Wow, that's so good. So we can Hex here. And how much damage is there on the board? There's like 4, 8, 10 damage.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah. Could have went for
You
that
wanted
play.
to have him on 15, so he's not able to.
He would be able to either way,
Yep.
because turn 9 is coming up.
Sure.
And you can't miss out on 3 damage. Like,
And
it
you
was correct.
could have had him on 17 to avoid, or 16 at least, to avoid Molten Giant Shadow Flame, for example. But I mean, with so many hand cards, that he could have
Well, he
Twilight
played,
Drake,
he
Shadow
played
Flame.
2 Mountains and 1 Molten already,
Yeah.
so chances are rather low.
Faceless Shadow Flame. Is
Oh
it
my
that going to be faceless? But the good thing is, you get a 4/4 that survives. And but what the really great thing was, the Faceless gives you 1 spell damage extra for the Zudrake, so you can actually kill the Violet Teacher. That was so much value. And you saw 1 Molten Giant. Just nuke the face now. Just nuke the face. And hope for your Alakir redraws win the game. You got your hacks. If there's another Molten Giant, you don't give a. Wow.
Ooh.
So nice from Barrett. I loved the Faceless on his Zudrake. It was such a great thing to do. I was like, yeah, the Violet Teacher survives. And then I noticed +1 spell damage. No.
You didn't notice that in the immediate
I didn't notice that in the immediate second.
I did.
You did. No, I was still struggling to notice while the Violet Teacher disappeared. And then I was happy about his play since it was really cool.
That was smart.
10 mana and 6 hand cards, and we know there's a Molten left. There should be another Twilight Drake left.
There is 1 Twilight, 1 Molten,
And
potentially Sun Furies, and
whatever
Watchers.
Sunwalker maybe if you play stuff like this.
Sun Fury, Sunwalker.
And you never know.
Watchers.
You never know. There could be a random Ragnaros too. So either Alexstrasza or Ragnaros, for example, in handlock. Both.
Oh, well, that's rare.
That's rare, but it happens. And that would be great if it hits his File Elemental now. There's Alexstrasza. So we said Alexstrasza or Ragnaros. One of those two
That's
cards.
actually completely fine.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
actually really good for Alesh.
I mean, he knows there's no Molten Giant. If you Alexstrasza yourself, there's no Molten Giant. Brings him down to 9. And next turn, he would have lethal.
Yeah.
Even if there's like Earthen Ring Farseer, Sun Fury Protector, Iron Big Owl, something like that. I don't know. Like the small army of taunts. He holds his Lightning Storm to demolish those small things on the board. Oh, Barrett. Not looking good for you, bro. And the match is important for Alesh. He really needs to win this. If he loses this one, eSuba, is out. For this week, they lost their match, and they might give their lead away to Cloud9. Okay, with Sun Fury Protector, first of all. That's not a taunter. Without anything else. That yells for Defend of Argus.
No.
Oh, Power Overwhelming and another Shadow Flame. What?
Wow.
That was exactly what he needed. And Alesh makes googly eyes about this play. Especially with the Flame Tank Totem, he would have just ripped the board into pieces.
I think he should Lightning Bolt.
I think he should Lightning Bolt too. The super annoying thing is if you now top deck Alakir, you cannot go Flame Tongue Alakir and deal you 10 damage.
I think you still would be kind of happy to top deck Alakia now.
Absolutely. And not gonna argue with you about that one.
Oh, man.
Isn't Ring Farsia?
Yeah.
Seems to be
The only thing that you would target on yourself in this situation.
if you're not crazy, confirmed, and you're like kind of shooting yourself with something. Defend of Argus, so get now. Get a 4-4.
Oh my god.
Double Lightning Storm for Alesh. He didn't even wait for the totem, so he just nukes one Lightning Storm. Oh, damn it. If that hit perfect, you could have actually played the Flame Tongue just to trade. Oh, man. Really? Did you just double Lightning Storm this?
Well, he had to.
Does he have... If he redraws a Lava Burst, he can actually deal 10 damage.
If the board stays like this.
Yeah, sure.
Did he play both Lightning Bolts already?
And one, definitely.
Yeah, I know that he played one.
I'm not entirely sure. There could be one left and one Rockbiter. Beherit. 8 mana. I really want to know what those hand cards are.
What a close... Oh.
But Twilight Drake is going to die to the Flame Tank Totem. So that ain't OP or good or crazy. Is there another taunter for him?
Nope.
Is it Sunfury, Argus? Did we see the second Argus already?
I think we did.
I'm not entirely sure. There could be one Argus left. So maybe we have one Argus left. And if you know there's one Argus left...
What did he lose with the Soulfire?
Wow. That's so far. He lost... That was another game where his Sunfury protected... Yeah. Doomhammer... No, not... Alesh was like GG because he wanted Doomhammer Flame Tongue. But it ain't GG.
Oh, man.
I still would go for...
Oh.
I would go for... You could just go for the Doomhammer and take 8 damage and don't care. Like, if you want to go entirely sure. Like, with killing.
Lisa.
No. So he can kill the Twilight Drake, either with a Flame Tongue or with a Doomhammer. Or just deal 4 damage to the face. If you want to go extremely safe... Barrett asked if the game froze or something. I wouldn't go for the face. I would actually trade in the Twilight Drake.
Oh, man. You would go for the...
Yeah, I would go for the Twilight Drake. No, I would go for the Doomhammer and hit twice with the Twilight Drake.
I agree.
I think that's the safest play in the end.
And 1 damage to the face.
Yeah. If he has an Argus left, which we do not know because we're not sure.
And if Barrett runs...
Okay, Alesh just brings him down to 3, which is also possible if you get your Lightning Bolt, for example. I'm still going to stick to it would have been better or safer to actually kill the Twilight Drake. Yeah.
There is the second defender.
There's Argus, and that's... And a Cypher. That was...
God.
Rad. No.
Okay.
Fire Elemental, so he could have won the game.
Wait, he can clear.
Yeah, he can kill that minion, but he could have won the game. Like, this if there wouldn't have been that one Siphon Soul. And now Barrett is missing out his Siphon Soul for the Fire Elemental. That's a bit sad. And it was super smart from Alesh to hit that
He will win
Age of Watcher one.
With the Flame Tongue.
Well, still... I think it was a misplay to not kill the Twilight Drake earlier.
What a game.
Definite misplay.
I think that one is like 10 times funnier than most of the games we saw.
It was pretty close. Alesh is like...
because in this match there are so few misplays. Like every single decision you can actually see. Like, yeah, that made sense. That was okay.
Except the last move, not killing the Twilight Drake.
Well...
That was questionable.
Ballsy, you know, like if he knows he still has a Lava Burst, still has a Lightning Bolt. Well, I'm not too sure on the Lightning Bolt though. And the Fire Elemental, it's okay.
Yeah, the Fire Elemental would have worked out, but that one Siphon Soul on the 1/1 totem, just devastating. Barrett has 2 cards, and okay, 2 cards left. I don't know how many cards left in his deck. There should be one. No, double Shadow Flame was played. Soulfire shouldn't be left.
Hellfire?
No, he could power overwhelming his second one.
Yeah, but he cannot attack.
No, that's a problem.
Like, I mean, now he's gonna play Flame Tongue.
Our Big Owl.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, even if he silenced, that didn't matter. Oh, the Lightning Bolt also. Even if he silenced his own Ancient Watcher to trade with his Defender of Argus into the Fire Elemental, it wouldn't have worked out. GG for Alesh. He's making it in the end. Going 2-1 here.